Hello world, how are you? We have some Q&A to do. Hope you're doing fine, 'cause it's Q&A time again. Hello world, how's it going? Hope everybody's doing great. If not, as always, I hope it gets better for you. So welcome to another Friday night live stream where nobody is in the chat. What's going on here? Oh, there's somebody. Man, it started real slow today. You guys are finally coming in. Hello, hello, hello. It's not Friday. It is Friday, isn't it? It's not Thursday. Is it Thursday? No way. It's Thursday? Oh my God. I swore it was Friday. Well, either way, I guess I'll do a little live stream. My God, I can't believe I'm not off that much. So usually I have shipping through the week, but since I don't have shipping through the week, I am really thrown off. I swore it was Friday. Like, I was prepped all day to be doing this live stream today. So there you go. It's Friday in Australia. Well, I guess here's a bonus Q&A for you guys. So, yeah, interesting. It is Friday, or Thursday. Well, glad to see y'all in here. I was wondering why nobody was showing up when it says Friday. Oh, that is gold. That is gold. But hello, 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 everybody in the chat. And as always, I guess since this is a Q&A, I'll have to rename it Thursday night instead of Friday night. Did you ship? So no, I did not ship this week. With everything going on in the United States and the weather, I'm thanking God every day that I have my furnace running. For a lot of the people around, it has been absolutely mayhem for a lot of people. And I couldn't imagine. So I haven't been able to ship this week. And yeah, we have about, like Sarah said in the chat, 14 inches of snow. I wonder if I could retitle this. I'm talking to you guys. No, it won't let me retitle this. Well, that is too funny. Yeah, I can't believe I started this and it's not even Friday. How is it not Friday already? Feels like it's already been a long week, I guess. Joel G, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Says it's a New Zealand Friday episode. There you go, Joel. Always great to see you. Hope you're doing well, brother. And, love this happy accident, right? Oh, man. I was actually just doing water changes. I was topping off tanks in here, preparing for it and everything. It's Friday in Thailand. Let me like spin this thing around for some reason. It is not sitting right. There we go. That is too funny. You're walking on Fish Room Fever. Oh no, I don't want to walk on Fish Room Fever. Yeah, that's another thing too with these live streams, that we do have a lot of it blocked out to who streams and when they stream, so we try not to step on other streamers' toes. It's just part of the Fish Fam ways. So I probably will keep this short considering it's not Friday and I could have swore it was, but yeah, I'll stay on here for like maybe 10 minutes tops. That way I ain't stepping all over Fish Room Fever's toes. Bravehearts 1986, do you ever gravel vac your shrimp tanks, or any tips? So I never gravel vac my shrimp tanks. What I will do sometimes, if it gets real malmy and it gets real solid, because even over time it can really harden, especially if you have hard water. What I'll do is I'll get my fingers in there and just kind of break it up some, let the beneficial bacteria kick up, whatever. Say if I'm overfeeding, same situation, I will just finger it out and let all the particles go up, and then it just kind of loosens up the topsoil, which is good enough. But it's very rare that I do that. I would probably say once every 6 months to twice a year, if that. Because it can be really hard to get around all those baby shrimps. But that's why I use my finger, because if you use your fingers, you can kick them out of the way and they will run away from your fingers. Also, you can keep your hand near the hose. Let me grab a hose, for instance. So you've got your hose in the tank, and you kind of like swirl it around, and you get a little tornado going. But with my hands, I can, if there's shrimp or fish or something, especially with those guppy tanks where there's just a bunch of little baby guppies all over the place, you can hurry up and close it, or you can like rah them away, you know. It works pretty well. But with the vacuum, I think it would be a little trickier because you can't scare them away. You can like nudge them a little bit with the vacuum, but it'd probably be way too much work. Finn Wiggles, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Says it's Friday somewhere, right? Thank you for starting my weekend early. Well, you're very welcome, Finn Wiggles, and thank you so much for starting my weekend early with that awesome $20 super chat. Thank you so much. And Patrick Nedley, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Coming at you from North Texas. So many people here have had massive fish losses. Can you talk about a bit what to do with massive power outages? So, yes, I have seen that. And sorry, Sarah was saying something. I didn't know she was yelling at me, but yeah, that's awful. I have seen some tanks that were completely frozen, like just an ice block of just ice cube, and I couldn't imagine. It's like a worst nightmare of mine coming true to see what happens. The generator is about the only thing you could go to combat this. If you have hot water, you can do warmer water changes. Try to trickle in some warm water into your systems. Depending on how your system's set up, sometimes that could be harder to do or easier to do than say. But that's about all you're really left with is a generator and your hot water, if you can get hot water. And I saw, what was Jadron Aquatics, he was sleeping in his fish room, had his whole family in his fish room because he had a generator just for that room. And there's another guy had a bunch of losses I saw. He said CPDs actually made it to like 45 degrees, which was really interesting. My heart goes out to him because, yeah, I just pray to God that my furnace is running right now. Here in Indiana, we've kind of used to it. We've got tons of snow, and the whole situation down there is real screwed up, if you ask me. It's not like the first time Texas ever seen ice or snow before. So, I don't know why it was so severe this time, but a lot of people dropped the ball, or a lot of other stuff's going on that's way beyond the fish hobby right now. And it is very sad to see what a lot of these people have to go through. I've seen tons of houses where the water has built up in the attics just from pipes freezing, or in the second floor just collapsing whole houses from the roof. It's just messed up. How many watts do your lights put out? I've been doing cheap Amazon lights and thinking of getting something that puts out more. You caution too much light, so just checking. So that really depends on how deep your tank is. Of course, a 10-gallon not going to have the same penetrating factor as a 75 or a 125 here, or a 75. I try to shoot for around 4,500 lumens for a taller tank, 75 and above. And then for like a 10 gallon, 20 gallons, I try to shoot more towards the 3,000 lumen power. And most shop lights, especially if you get them outside of the hobby, as far as lighting goes, if you get like a shop light or something, you could usually get them by different lumen powers and whatnot. But also at the same time, the ones that are made for the hobby also tend to have dimmers now. Most of them do. I know like the Fluval 3 does, which is another thing too. Like, even though the shop lights are cheap, they're not usually as low profile. As you can see, this one's chunky, so It's hard for me to get my arm through there. But like normal aquarium lights, they're more made to be more low profile, fit in these tight spaces, because you know how we like to try to fit a lot of tanks in tight spaces. And once again, with like this shop light, you can see how much light comes up out of it. Even though there's side blinders on here, especially when filming, you get a lot of that bottom light compared to like a Fluval where all the light goes into the tank. You don't really see that much. That's the only one downfall I would say with the shop lights, but price factor on shop lights, it's really good. Dang, this girl is huge. Let me see if she comes out. She's about to come out. She's right back there. Look how big she is. I think it's ginormous. LRB on a Thursday, right? I thought it was a Friday. Scrolling. What would be parameters? Perfect parameters for albino Corydoras. I don't think there's really a perfect parameter for them. And often we will try to find perfect parameters for fish or try to keep them at one certain parameter, when actuality it's best to have some fluctuation within their system just so they're not so delicate, especially with temperature. But I don't think they mind whether it's soft or hard water. They are very, very non-picky fish when it comes to parameters. And you can go from 60s to 80s with them. But I like to keep, if I were to go into an average, most all fish and shrimp that I've kept, if you're in the mid 70s, you're golden. If you have neutral water, you're golden. That's about the best median there is to that. There's no real perfect parameter for anything. Not even in, because Mother Nature has no perfect parameters. Alright, I'm going to hop off here because I did not want to keep this too late. I guess I'm going to have to retitle this video as well. But thank you all for showing up and saying hi. And got a few questions out there. Yeah, I don't want to step on Fisher and Fever's toes. And if you guys have heard of them, go ahead and head on over there. If you haven't heard of them, go check them out, Fisher and Fever. And he's a really good guy. He's been over here before. He's actually got quite a bit of my fish. He has my Exodon, those what were those bucktooth tetras, those Paradoxus, Exodon Paradoxus, really cool fish. But yeah, go check him out, Fisher and Fever, and I appreciate all you guys hanging out and supporting. Until next time, everybody, peace. Have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow.